Hello viewers, my name is Cosmic McGov and I'm here today to teach you on something very important about your organization that you need to know as a person when you are running a small enterprise, a startup organization. There is something you must understand while starting up a new organization. Now, every organization have what we call the interested parties. Now, interested parties are those people who are interested in what you do, how your organization grows and how it does not grow. Oh yes, there are still people who don't care about how your organization doesn't grow or how your organization. So these are the things you must understand while starting up or when building a wonderful organization. So in that case, I'll be teaching you of what we call the interested parties. Interested parties. In understanding the interested parties of every organization, there is what we call the high power. The high power, we'll be using an abbreviation HP, high power. We also have the low power. The low power, that is LP. We have high interest, HI, and low interest, LI. Now, each organization must understand, for our starters, they must understand individuals, they must understand the things that actually holds interest in their organization. All right? So we will be identifying interested parties of an organization using the example that we'll be providing here. Now, who are the high powers in organization? Now, the high powers, when we're talking about the interested parties of an organization, the high powers are those people who are making absolute decision whether you like it or not. They have absolute power in your organization and they are able to make decisions that may make or mar your organization. When we talk about low power, they are those people who have low power. They cannot make decisions in your organization. What they understand is the decision that comes from the high power. When we talk about the HI, which are the high interest are those people who have interest in your organization. They want to see how your organization grows. These are the people that have high interest in the organization. Now, low interest are those people who do not care whether your organization grows or not. Those are the people who have low interest in your organization. And number one of the people that have high interest in organization is the government. When we talk about the government are people who have high power. Why did I say so? Government create policies that can affect your organization. For example, if SEC for loan up, let's take it for investment organizations, all right? Now, investment organizations, we are taking them as an example, all right? This will be an example of what we'll be using. Now, investment organizations, they are expected to register with SEC, all right? With SEC. Now, SEC have what we call the high power in every organization that is working under what? Investment platform. Now, if the SEC decisions and policy affects the organization's decision, right? This means that the organization have what we call the high power, right? Now, they also have, the government have low interest, all right? So if we're identifying the low interest organization, we can actually identify the government as people who have low interest in your organization. Why did I say so? I said so because the policies of the government, they don't care if your organization is going well or if it does not go well, but they have already set policies that affect your organization. Also, for an example, if you are dealing with maybe you are an importation organization and the policies of the government, for example, the increase in dollar or in the foreign currencies that you use, it affects your organization, and which makes it have high power but low what? Interest. That is for example. Now, if we are talking about people who have low power in organization, you talk about the employees. The employees, why I said so is because they cannot make decisions, all right? Employees have low power in organization because they cannot make decisions that what? Affect the company. But they have high interest. Employees have high interest because they want to see that the company pays them. Their interest is to show that the company pays what? Their salary. Now, if we are to identify another person that has high power in the organization, we talk about the CEO of the organization. All right, the CEO has high power because he can make decisions. All right, he can make decisions. He can make what? Decisions. Now, the decision of the CEO affects the entire organization, and that is high power. And the CEO has what we call what? High interest in the organization. High interest. The CEO wants to see that his organization is increasing. All right. He wants to see that the organization comes to a level where he goes to another level of transmission to become the better organization they are looking for. So the CEO has high power in the organization and also has what? High interest in the organization. Now, we cannot underestimate the power of customers. All right, customers are also people who have high power in the organization. I will tell you the reason why I said so. Customers. Now, customers have what we call the high power. Why I said so is because if the customers do not patronize you, you cannot move forward in any organization. The customers always have the high power. They say a customer is always right. Is it not true? So that is why a customer has what? High power. And also a customer also has what we call high interest. Customers have high interest. Customers always have high interest because they want to see a good product. All right, they want to see a good product. They want to see that your products are doing well. So they have high power and high interest. If anything happens to your organization, it affects through the customers. For example, now also if you are also an investment platform, your investors are your customers. So we can also say that investors have high power. Investors high power. Investors high power, and they also have high interest, because they want to see the interest of the organization grow to a level that makes sense. So I'll be leaving you here today for us to create something that works well. I still remember my humble self, Cosmic Macduff, Master Life Coach, Lover of Humanity, and Zobo. And I represent two amazing organizations, Macvasti Group and Sino Blessed Global. See you next time. I love you guys.